Hi guys, today I wanted to talk about composting throughout the winter. So as usual, I keep a container that can be closed right in my kitchen sink, and I take it out once or twice a day so there's no smell at all. It's also sealed. I close my pitcher. It's just a plastic Rubbermaid pitcher, and I close it so that no smell can get out. So it's all contained. Nothing has rotted in the course of one day. So I feel like it's a perfectly fine thing to do. And I've trained my family to add all kinds of biodegradable things in there. Paper, coffee grounds, banana peels. So when that gets half full or all the way full, which is usually once a day, I take it out to my compost pile. And this is a year-round practice in our house. Another practice that I have year-round are my composting bins. These are my really big bins, and I took the leaves from my entire backyard, and it goes beyond this, guys. You know, the entire backyard here. Every single leaf that I didn't put around my side edges, I put into these bins, and I even brought some around from the front garden. So I have these huge bins of leaves and mixed compost, and it would take a couple years just for leaves to break down, but I add in my kitchen scraps, and I add in other nitrogen-rich materials. Yesterday, I took a bucket and put some dirt in it and water in it, and just made a slurry of muddy water, and I poured it through my compost. And that in itself adds microorganisms from your actual ground soil. So that is going to help break it down. So mixing it every week or two also helps add oxygen. And I leave mine open. I know a lot of people cover it, but I do leave mine open. I'm constantly adding more paper and brown materials so it's not soggy, but I'm hoping by spring that I'm going to get some nice compost broken down in the course of 6 months. And the other thing I wanted to show you that you can do all winter long is compost in place. So here is my long rustic bed, and as you can see, this is not snow. This is shredded paper. I take all of our junk mail and I put it through my paper shredder, and I put also grocery bags through, and I spread out the shredded paper kind of as a mulch for my winter beds. And I've done this all over the property here. And it's one way you can kind of compost in place and add bulk to your soil by putting that carbon material in. Paper is a very easy carbon that we all have. We all have lots of cardboard. We all have lots of junk mail. So that's a really good thing to add. And the easiest thing to do is add it in place. You're not even having to lug finished compost. And also things like shredded vegetables, when you're peeling your carrots or your potatoes, just bring them straight out here. Even banana peels, just throw them straight onto your bed, and you're going to be adding some nice nutrients to the soil. It will compost in place, and by the time spring arrives, you're going to have an improved bed with more bulk to it. So guys, keep up your composting during the winter. Even if your piles don't seem to reach the same level of heat, some of the bigger ones might, they will still be doing the job. There's plenty of fungus that still works throughout cold temperatures. And you know, if you keep adding some more nitrogen-rich material like greens and coffee grounds and kitchen scraps and that kind of thing, stir it up every once in a while, you should have some beautiful compost by the spring. If you're pressed for time or can't do heavy lifting, you can even put small baskets layered with greens and browns around your property and then use them right here in place as needed. So this is just a very small basket of compost layered up with leaves, soil, kitchen scraps, just different layers of greens and browns, and I'm just going to let it sit here till spring. So hopefully I will have probably about half of that amount of soil to use, and it's completely free. So guys, keep composting all winter. You'll be thankful for it in the spring, and of course you are keeping all of these things from going to landfills or having gas used up, taking it to a composting facility. Do it right in your garden, and you can feel great about that. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having fun in your garden, and I'll see you next time.